Hello, I'm going to talk to you about functional theory in the well known case of Casey Anthony. Functional theory has a four-step process. Analyze the problem, step number one. Identify the appropriate criteria for making decisions, step number two. Develop alternative decisions to choose from, step number three. Identify positive and negative of alternative choices and parts to making decisions, step number four. I'm going to give you some information on how the jury probably could have had alternative decisions to choose from and other outcomes in order to convict Casey Anthony. So something that was really interesting in this case was 12 of the jurors, and there was 12 jurors in Casey Anthony's case. 7 of them were women. The other 5 were men. And also, I want to bring up the fact that some of the charges that she was not found guilty for, and she was only found guilty for one of the charges. So, some of the charges she was not found guilty for was first degree murder. She was also not found guilty of aggravated child abuse, and she was also not found guilty for manslaughter to a child. But she was found guilty of lying to law enforcement. Some of the alternative decisions that could have happened to find Casey guilty of her daughter's death may have been if all the jurors were women, because all women are passionate about their children, and this could have had cause to make Casey guilty. Some other outcomes, maybe if everyone in the juror had kids, and maybe this could have affected their decision on the outcome. The jury was also not 50 men and 50 women. Like I said, it was half. 7 of them were women and 5 of them were men. So maybe if half were men and half women, the outcome could have been different. There are just so many different outcomes that could have happened. This is an alternative decision that could have happened, and this is part of functional theory. One reason the jury did not convict Casey because they couldn't figure out how her daughter Kaylee was killed. So when they found her daughter Kaylee, there was duct tape to the skull, and the jury was confused. This just confused the jury actually more. And I feel like if they could have found out how her daughter was killed, then they would have been also able to convict Casey. An alternative decision I found was you don't have to prove a cause of death to convict someone. I also thought it was interesting. She had already got convicted of first degree, and the police hadn't even found her daughter's body yet. So why couldn't they have come to a decision without finding the body of Casey's daughter? We may never know what happened to Casey's daughter, Carly, but God rest her soul. I also hope this helped explain functional theory a little bit better and parts of the theory of alternative decisions. Thank you.